Went from condos to Pop's house. On calls, now bus routes.
With breaking news this morning in Westmont, a man was shot and killed early this morning on a residential street.
Officers are still investigating what exactly led to this deadly incident. KTLA's Jennifer McGraw is live in Westmont with the latest details. Hi there, Jennifer.
Omar and Lauren, good morning. Yeah, tragically, we're learning that a young man has died just a few driveways from where we're standing, possibly just 25 years old. The LAPD is out here right now investigating, talking to witnesses and collecting evidence to find out exactly what happened. We don't know at this point if a suspect is in custody, but we do know that a young man has lost his life. We are here on 97th Street. This was the scene around 12:40 this morning. A birthday party was ending just a few properties down from where a man was shot. Police also found bullet holes in the apartment building where people were asleep at the time of the shooting. Luckily, no one was injured inside their homes. The victim has not been identified. LAPD homicide detectives have been notified. They have been out here all morning long. Bullet casings littered the street where the victim was shot. Now back out here live. Again, we're trying to figure out from investigators what exactly transpired. Again, a young man has lost his life. That's very latest. We're live in Westmont. Back to you in Hollywood.
You know, when you hear stories like this, because I hear them all the time out here in Los Angeles alone. This situation was in South LA, right near a elementary school. So you hear of situations like this all the time, but one thing that I always ask is, who was this individual? Because even though it's sad anytime you hear of a situation like this, when it's dealing with gangs, those individuals sadly put themselves in that position. They're out committing crimes and those things come back on you. The Bible say you reap what you sow, right? So I pray for those individuals as well, no matter what. But a lot of times these people who are dying, and this was a 25-year-old man, right? These people who are dying, they're not gang members. They just lived on a block full of gang members. They weren't committing the crimes. They weren't doing any dirt, but they die. They lose their life. Wrong place at the wrong time. Grew up in the wrong neighborhood. Moved on a wrong block and lost their life. And it's tragic. It's tragic, man. See, when I say the men who call themselves leaders need to reach out to the young ones out here, I'm talking about individuals like potentially this young man who was 25 who just lost his life because he didn't have people around him who maybe could have pulled him up. Because maybe he wasn't a part of no programs. Maybe he was hanging out every day. I don't know. I'm just saying, where's there a way to save this young man's life who potentially wasn't even in gangs? Maybe there was. But what we need to do is just make sure that we are extending out the furthest we can extend to letting others know, hey, if you need a hand, if you need a brother, if you need support, I'm here. A lot of these things I look at as men fault. The older generation fault. I'm a part of it. That's why I'm trying everything that I can to do whatever I got to do to help the next generation. And continue to call out, expose, and talk to the older generation out there to let them know, hey, if you don't get out here and do something after God and bless you to still be alive, being able to take care of you, yourself, and your family. If you don't go out here and get out here and do something, then you are partly responsible. It's on you too. Yes, it's on you too. You sitting back just saying, oh, well, I'm good. Nah, that ain't good enough. We all got to leave this earth one day. Life is very short. I always say life is this big. It ain't that much of life we got. Eternity is forever. Now, when we talking about eternity, that's a different thing. But in this world, you should not be walking this earth without doing and giving back to others. In the Bible, it talk about if you ain't doing for others, you looked at as nothing. You shall perish. So there should not be not one man out there who is still out here calling himself an OG or call themselves being an individual that's a leader and not doing something out here to help when it comes down to these young boys who are in positions that they can't really do anything about it, but their life is in jeopardy every single day. There's no way, no reason that you should be out here doing nothing. I will continue to call out the older generation, the people who call themselves leaders. I will continue, people who call themselves mentors. I will continue on a daily basis. Every time I put my face in front of the camera and his mic in front of me, I will continue to call out the people who call themselves OGs, leaders, mentors, and other things, right? Who are out here doing nothing because they feel like, well, I made it out of it, so my life is comfortable now and I'm good. Nah, that's not how it work. That's not how it work. You need to go back and read scriptures. You got to, and understand why God put us here. Go read Genesis. Don't let me go there. I could get really deep with it. But we are not here because of our own individual selfish selves. We're here to be selfless. Do for others, give back to others. And right now, these young kids, they need us.
I had to show